Be loud, be proud. We're in Texas, man. Have fun.
Oh my God, the boots feel good on here.
Welcome to Texas Red Dirt Roads Radio with Justin Frazell. Brought to you by Colorado High Vodka, setting high standards in Texas and red dirt music.
Hello, music fans, and welcome to the world's largest honky-tonk, Billy Bob's Texas. It's Justin Frazell from the Texas Red Dirt Roads Radio Show saying howdy-do from the Backroads, where we'll take you inside Billy Bob's Texas and let you hear from some of your favorite Texas Red Dirt singer-songwriters, and then we'll take you backstage to the legendary Green Room, and we'll visit one-on-one with each one of them. It's brought to you by our friends at Colorado High Vodka, Jag Metals LLC, and Hydro Pros IV Rehydration Specialists. So come inside Billy Bob's Texas with us and run the Backroads on the Texas Red Dirt Roads Radio Show.
Daryl Dodd down there on the end.
I'm enjoying this. To all you people here, thanks for being here. Wow.
Awesome.
Wasn't expecting all this. I'm a little nervous.
You're
Sitting
nervous.
up here on the couch.
Biggest crowd you've ever been in front of. All your Garth Brooks days don't count.
Well, this is more personal. You can see people and they're looking at you and they go, "Sit up," or something, with their eyes. No. There's, I think, 40,000 people down in San Diego we played in front of.
San Diego?
In the naval base down there.
Okay.
And so it was just like a sea of people, yeah.
Right.
They weren't even listening to me, I don't think, but I was playing guitar. I was wearing it out, but,
Right. Was it a Deryl Dodd gig, or was that one of your...
No, it was Martina.
Oh, Martina
McBride.
Okay.
Let freedom ring.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? I don't think you hit the same note she did.
Oh, that was
What you gonna play, buddy?
Let's see. I don't know. I think I'm gonna do this song because got a lot of friends out here wearing Cody Jinks shirts.
Yeah.
Big fans of Cody. He's from Fort Worth. He's a Fort Worth boy, as we call him. And I knew him way back when he was bartending at the White Elephant. And what's so cool about that is all the years I played there, and I'd go sit at the bar and we'd talk and stuff. And never once did he say, "Hey man, I write songs. Can I play you one?" Or "Hey man, do this." He just didn't. I didn't know he played music. And then one day I played there and he was opening up. They didn't mention that to me, and I walked in and heard him. Was like, where does his voice come from? And that thing he does. And and then a few years later he grew his hair out and his outsides started looking like his insides, I think.
Right.
And got all that right, and now he's just killing it, and I love it. And I love to pump up my friends, and I wrote this little chorus whenever I was going to see him. I was going to play with him, actually, 3 years ago. And I wrote this little chorus down on the way. It just came to me. And then a few months ago, I put verses to it, so now it's a real song. Mm-hmm. And then we recorded it. I'm like, I better talk to Cody about this. And he said, "Oh, man, put it out. I love it." So we let it go on social media and played it live a few times. People seem to like it. So it's just a nod to a really good friend, Mr. Cody Jinks. And it goes like this. Well, I got a girl, she's got me. She likes a Miller High Life with a shot of Jim Beam, and she's right at home at any old honky-tonk bar. But when she gets drunk, she wants to hear me sing, but she don't want to hear nothing by the double D. The Jim Beam turns me to her favorite country star. 'Cause when she drinks, she thinks I'm Cody Jinks. It's like magic, like it happens when I dream of Jeannie Blinks. I get younger and more handsome, and she loves the way I sing. Yeah, when she drinks, she thinks I'm Cody Jinks. That's right. I got a song about Justin coming up next week.
Oh, you don't?
Now I don't mind when this happens. Been in a lot of worse circumstances. As far as I'm concerned, it makes me proud. 'cause just like her, I love that man, he's a friend of mine. And I understand, so I cast no stones and gladly sing it loud. 'Cause when she drinks, she thinks I'm cold. Jinx, don't be so scared. It's like magic, like it happens when I dream of Jeannie Blank. So I get younger and more handsome, and she loves the way I sing about the hippies and the cowboys. Yeah, when she drinks, she thinks I'm Cody Jinks. I'm his #1 flocker. And when she drinks, she thinks I'm Cody Jinks, the clean-shaven version. And when she drinks, oh, she thinks I'm Cody Jinks. Yeah. We love you, Cody.
Deryl Dodd.
Welcome backstage to the world's largest honky-tonk, Billy Bob's Texas. You just saw a great performance from my buddy Deryl Dodd live on the Texas Red Dirt Roads radio show earlier this week. And now here we are backstage at a place you have been many a time, friends.
Yes, sir.
This is nothing new for you. Matter of fact, I know you can't see it, but if you were to look right there, Deryl Dodd's name is etched on the wall, just like all these you see back here. But that was from 1998, 20 years ago.
Wow. Yes, that's exactly 20 years, isn't it?
Do you remember that like it was yesterday?
I do. We played here. You know, I went to Nashville and we came back, and that was always so fun to come back home.
Yeah.
And to be here too, and knowing the people like Gallagher, Robert, and it was always special to come back. But we recorded Billy Bob's live here, live at Billy Bob's, and
was that wasn't in 1990?
no, that was
2003,
2003, I think.
Yeah.
But it kind of interesting enough that this place sort of. And we played here on the front stage. In fact, they would book us here, and I mean, I'm talking like 90 and 89. You know,
Yeah.
we played the front stage opening up for Ricky Skaggs and Patty Loveless and things like that. So I've been around. This has been a special place for me for a long time. But yeah, we came back and I got the record deal and came back. And actually, I even played with Martina McBride on this stage.
Because that's what you did before you were Deryl Dodd. You played guitar for
Yeah.
Martina, and I think you said Tracy Lawrence.
Tracy Lawrence.
Yeah.
There was a show they had here called On Stage, I
Mhm.
believe, and it had a big, nice neon sign, and we played there. And anyway, and then it's always been a part of my life, you know. And in fact, we're going to be here in August 3rd, I think. So is that okay?
Absolutely, it is. BillyBobsTexas.com or DerylDodd.com. Now, I guess it was last year you released the record, 20 Years of Double D, Long Hard Ride. And that was when you and a bunch of your friends that you kind of have acquired over the years, because all the guys that are singing on that album, for the most part, they would probably consider you somewhat of an influence. So I would imagine that was pretty special.
That's just, you know, that's really cool for people to, you know, look up to you and actually say, you know, some people have actually said they started playing music, you know, after hearing my stuff or going to see a show or
Mhm.
something that personal, and it just blows my mind because I'm just me, and you know, I'm blessed to do this because I think God really, it's like my purpose to connect with people and my heart to their heart and vice versa, and it's not so much a look at me, I'm a big star and all this stuff, and people, you know, react to that.
Right.
And by meeting a lot of, like I said, Kevin Fowler and Roger Prager and Randy Rogers and Mark Crow and those guys, when I first came back, they just really accepted me, and I didn't really know them. They're like, man, we've been listening to you since we were in high school, and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it feels good, and they kind of brought me in, and they would even say things like, you know, at the time, Nashville, that's kind of a bad word and stuff.
Yeah.
And like, well, that is, but not this guy. He was up there keeping it real,
Mm-hmm.
and he's one of us, and that kind of thing. So then I make this album 20 years later with those guys on it, and it just almost makes me emotional to talk about it. It's just amazing that it got made, and
Right.
all their schedules, and you know, I got a flip phone, so
Yes, you do.
It's a
Deryl
God.
Dodd is famous for still being probably one of a handful of people on Mother Earth to still own and operate his entire schedule off of a flip phone.
So there's a lot of faith involved, you know.
Right. I would imagine when you were making that 20 years record, you took some time to recollect, as you just kind of shared with us a little bit. Now here we are, year one of the next 20 years. Have you thought about the next 20 years, or are you just happy with where you're at and want to do it for as long as possible?
You know, it's probably boring to say, you know, and living in the moment. I've kind of always done that. I just kind of, whatever comes the next moment, or how my mind works, you know, which we don't even want to get into that. But, you know, my mom said a long time ago, Deryl, he's wonderful. He wakes up to a new world every morning. You know? Yeah. I didn't realize she was sort of making fun of me at the time, but no, it's actually how I'm wired, you know, to just to be creative and to let stuff come, because if I plan things, it just doesn't work for me. So
is that how you explain that whole bleach blonde hair,
absolutely
3 months phase you had there?
See, people say, why'd you do that? And you know, they got to kind of know you more than just saying I lost a bet or this or that. I just kind of said, hey, I want to do this now, and whatever, because you know I can. I mean, I'm a musician.
Why not, man?
You know, I don't have to report to an office or somewhere where I got to be. I mean, musicians are expected to be a little different. Right. Why not? So anyway.
I just wish all that bleach blonde would have made your hair fall out so we could have looked more similar in age.
Well, you know, I've always liked, you know, I've said before, if I'd have been born in the 70s or late 60s, 70s, I'd have been in California with the Eagles and those dudes, and the long hair and just the t-shirts and that music, you know, it's just kind of they looked how their music sounded, if that makes sense. Sure. You know, and you know how sometimes people feel like they're born too late or born in a different. They should have been born at this time or that time. But you know, so I've kind of carried on that. Maybe that's what I do, and people have said that I have sort of an old sound, or it's not real hooky and real all this stuff. It's like
it's Deryl Dodd.
It's like mold. It grows on.
For me, when you hear it, it's Deryl Dodd.
Well,
I mean, you know what you're listening to, and you kind of know what to expect from it.
Well, as an artist, that's really what you want. And I did when I was younger. I was like, I want to have something that lasts and a sound and something that's its own thing. Yeah. You know.
Well, I think that's what the next 20 years needs to be.
There you go.
Is Deryl Dodd just needs to keep being Deryl Dodd.
That's easy for me to do.
I bet it is. Buddy, thank you for the time today, and thank you for your friendship for so many years, because I was one of those guys in 1997 when you were just first getting started that was a fan, and then ended up somehow, through the grace of God, in this business that now kind of gets to be a partner in it with you, and it's a real pleasure for me, and so thank you for all the times you shared with me.
Myself too, known you a long time, and what you do, I'm so proud for you too, and thank you
buddy.
For everything.
I'm telling you, when you think about all your favorite Texas singer-songwriters, somehow or another there is a similar vein that runs right back to this guy right here, Deryl Dodd. So check him out online, DerylDodd.com. Find the record, 20 years of Double D, long, hard ride, and by all means, go see the show. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with Robynn Shayne, all brought to you by our friends at Colorado High Vodka and Jag Metals, LLC. It's Backroads with the Texas Red Dirt Roads Radio Show. Y'all stick around.
Places that, you know, I grew up in a little small town outside of here in Fort Worth, and a little town called Chico, Texas, about 800 people. Yep. And big city. Got some folks over here I graduated high school.
The whole town's here today, as a matter of fact.
And so, you know, I mean, we didn't see a lot growing up in Chico, and so I've gotten to see London, I've gotten to see Tokyo, I've gotten to see, you know, so many places that I wouldn't have been able to afford to be able to do, you know, otherwise. So, yeah.
Well, I'm glad you sit down from time to time and play that guitar and sing those songs, because as good as you are in the air, you're excellent on the ground, too.
Thank you very much.
Robynn Shayne right here on the Texas Red Dirt Roads Radio Show.
So I usually just write songs about whiskey and stuff, but occasionally I do write other heartfelt type things. So this is kind of a song about being in a relationship and being more afraid to leave that relationship because you don't know what to expect if you do leave. Versus, you know you're in a bad spot, but is it worse to be alone? So this is called The Devil You Know. This is not recorded yet, but it's going to be on the next record.
We'll be after today.
It's true. Well, how did I get here? This ain't how I planned it to be. I never thought I'd let someone break me. Well, I thought I was stronger than this. Well, I just might be. For a moment in time, I let his words define me.
Sometimes the devil you know is laying right next to you. Well, his face is the same, but he ain't the man you once knew. Well, you know you should leave, but deep down he knows you won't. Sometimes the devil you know is worse than the devil you don't. Well, my friends always tell me this ain't where I'm supposed to be, that I should cut my losses and break free. Well, they don't know how scared I am to be alone, when being with him is all that I've ever known. Sometimes the devil you know is laying right next to you. Well, his face is the same, but he ain't the man you once knew. Well, you know you should leave, but deep down he knows you won't. Sometimes the devil you know is worse than the devil you don't. Sometimes the devil you know is laying right next to you. Well, his face is the same, but he ain't the man you once knew. You know you should leave, but deep down he knows you won't. Sometimes the devil you know is worse than the devil you don't. Sometimes the devil you know is worse than the devil you don't. Sometimes the devil you know is worse than the devil you don't.
Pretty. Robynn Shayne on the Texas Red Dirt Roads radio show. Welcome back to the backstage area here at Billy Bob's Texas, the most historic and legendary honky-tonk in all the land. Make sure you check them out online, BillyBobsTexas.com. All the great shows that come through here week in and week out. And welcome backstage to the Green Room, a place that very few people get to see unless you are the entertainment that night or you're part of a meet and greet package. But we enjoy the opportunity to bring you back here every week with some of our guests that entertain us every week on the Texas Red Dirt Roads radio show. Thanks again to Colorado High Vodka and Jag Metals LLC. You just saw a great performance from this young lady right here. Say hello to Miss Robynn Shayne. Hello,
hey,
lady.
Justin.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Thank you for taking the time to be here today. It's always a pleasure to see you.
Thank you for having me. Always a pleasure to be a part of your show.
Right. Thank you very much. We're about a month and a half now into the brand new EP, Coffee Days and Whiskey Nights.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes,
You made mention that you like to sing a lot of songs about whiskey.
You know,
is there something you need to reveal and just kind of get out?
So really, so we really, like my husband and I was talking about, we don't drink when we're at home.
Mm-hmm.
I drink when I play my shows, when we're out and about. So I feel like I really feel like I live vicariously through my songs.
Well,
I think that's what I do.
There's good and bad to that.
But I stay out of trouble. I'm good at keeping myself out of trouble.
Well, you know, and that's kind of the interesting thing that I want to visit with you a little bit about is, I mean, you don't have a whole lot of time to get in that trouble.
I detox when I go. I'm a flight attendant.
Right.
That's what we were about to get into, I assume. So I'm a flight attendant. When I go to work, I'm very professional. I don't, obviously don't drink when I'm on the airplane. Yeah, so I kind of cut loose a little when I'm having the music.
Well, you've earned that, putting up with idiots like me for sometimes 2.5 hours.
You said it, I didn't.
Getting ready to go to Las Vegas and partying up while you're having to babysit me.
There's nothing wrong with that. I love working those flights. I love seeing people that are getting to go and have a good time and have fun, and that's what life's about, really.
So is this something, being a flight attendant, I asked you this earlier on the show, but I'm curious to find out, is this something that you want to walk away from and pursue music full time? Are you happy being kind of 50-50 now?
I really hope that I can juggle both forever.
Yeah.
I've been flying for quite a few years and I love it. I love what I do. I love getting to travel and see the world. I love getting to play the music that I get to do and people give a rip that I'm doing it.
Yeah.
But I feel very blessed to be able to do both. And you know, I don't ever want to get bored. I like to go. So
right.
I feel like this keeps me doing just that.
Is there a place that, I don't know if you fly a specific route or if you're just, you know, assigned to one specific team / route all the time, but is there a place that when you see it on your schedule, like, oh yes, we get to go back to?
So my favorite cities in the United States, San Diego.
Okay.
Nashville. And I love Philadelphia. People always say, why do you love Philadelphia? I just love the history. I love the beauty of the city.
Mm-hmm.
I do. And don't ask me why. I just love going there. I love to go see the Liberty Bell and running the Rocky, I call them the Rocky Stairs. I know it's the...
oh yeah.
I love to go do that stuff. And I love that, you know, I've seen all that stuff in movies and I get to actually go see it and do it. And those are things that, coming from a small town, I could never have afforded to go see any of those things without my job.
Well, your songs are obviously more than about whiskey.
They are.
Do you ever pull from those destinations and try to make that a part of a song you're trying to write, or have you done that already?
Not really. I haven't written a flight attendant song. I write just more about what I should say about what I know, but no, those are all good experiences, and I guess I tend to write stuff about negative stuff, which is weird, because I'm a pretty positive, happy person, actually, but no, I'll do that for you, Justin.
That fly has been here forever.
He loves my chapstick.
Well, that's what you get for being made of just honey, milk duds, and sweet tarts. You know? The album is called, or the EP, I should say, because there's a difference, isn't there?
So we went with 6 songs to start with, and the reason being, these are my children, these are my babies, these songs that I've written, and you know, I really want people to hear every song, and I feel like. You know, when you do the full record, even whenever I go buy somebody who's huge and, you know, I go buy the record and maybe only 4 or 5 songs of theirs do I actually listen to over and over and over and over and over. So I kind of just picked my favorite 6 songs to put on there, and I didn't want any of my songs to get lost in the mix of those. So I want to just kind of keep it fresh every year or two. I want to release some brand new stuff. So that was kind of my plan with this one, just doing 6 to start with, and the next, you know, we're actually just about to go ahead and head back and start getting in the recording studio for the next one and start getting ready for that.
Coffee Days and Whiskey Nights is the current EP from Robynn Shayne, robynshayne.com. Now, there was a time, if I remember correctly, where your 2 worlds crossed paths. Am I mistaken in thinking that there is a very viral YouTube video of you out there in the internet universe, of you entertaining the plane in some delay or something?
So we were stuck out in Vail, Colorado, and somebody asked me to play my guitar, and I obliged. I was playing a song by Lord called Royals, and played that little tune. Little kid I was flying with took a video of it, posted it on YouTube. A couple days later, I got a text message from a friend of mine, and he said, "Oh my gosh, I just saw you on the Today Show." And I said, "Oh my gosh, I think you're texting the wrong person." I really had no idea what he was talking about. He happened to be in Ohio at the time, and he said, "Turn on your TV, you're an hour behind me, watch the Today Show." And sure enough, I did, and there was this video of me singing and playing my guitar on the airplane. And who knew?
Do you get accommodations from your airline for that? Like, well, thank you so much. Look what it did for us.
No.
You didn't get any Sky Miles or drink coupons out of that? Not that you need them because you're working.
No.
Wow. Well, here, I want to give you an opportunity to plug your airline if it's safe to do so. Is it? Okay, we want to go right ahead. Yes.
I work for American Airlines, and I'm blessed to have that job. Like I said, I've been there for, I've been there for 19 years. I love that job, and happy to be able to do what I do, to be able to juggle music and juggle flying as well.
Well, there you go. Now you'll be entertained on the stage for 90 minutes a night. There's a chance that when you're flying across the country that you may see Miss Robynn Shayne walking up your aisle telling you it's time to put your seatbelt on and your tray table in its upright position. Did I do that right?
You did. You did fantastic.
The only thing I can't do is the whole...
Can you show them the mask thing? Because apparently
no,
there's like
I don't.
a little...
But man, there is some talent in that to be able to juggle the mask, the seatbelt, the card that you have to fold out and then do all this and that. And I mean, I'm still learning to play the guitar. So I'm about a quarter of the way there of doing what you were able to do. So, Robynn, thank you so much. Always appreciate your time and fantastic songs. RobynShayne.com, RobynShayne. Look at that.
Good.
RobynShayne.com, Coffee Days, Whiskey Nights. Y'all check her out. Thank you, man.
Thanks, Justin.
Stand by. We'll have more from the Backroads. Backstage at Billy Bob's Texas, brought to you by Colorado High Vodka and Jag Metals, LLC. Hey, thanks for running the Backroads with us this week on the Texas Red Dirt Roads radio show live here at Billy Bob's Texas. If you'd like more information from any of our guests, you can check our social networks, Twitter and Instagram at TXRDR. Facebook is Texas Red Dirt Roads radio show, and everything launches from our webpage, TXRDR.com. As always, thanks to our friends at Jag Metals, LLC, Colorado High Vodka, the Fenolio Boot Company, HydroPro's IV Rehydration Specialist, and our friends at Rawhide Rustic in Cleburne, Texas, for our wonderful set. We'll catch you next week, same time, right here from the world's largest honky-tonk, Billy Bob's Texas. Until then, my name is Justin Frazell. God bless you. God bless our troops and first responders. And God bless the great state of Texas. See you down the road.
Moonshine in Knoxville, me and Charlie and Bill. We left a lot of stills, but I feel like we drank them dry. Heard some good music, laughed till we cried. When the sun came up, I had to say goodbye. I don't hang around too long. First you see me, then I'll be gone. I dance to my own song. Gotta keep rolling on. Good times I've had my share.